After 50 years of brutal rule, the Assad dynasty has fallen. Russia abandoned its closest Middle East ally, and Damascus fell in just 11 days. Here's what happened. December 8, 2024. Syrian rebels seized Damascus with almost no resistance. Why? Because Russia and Iran, Assad's two biggest backers, withdrew their support completely. Putin, distracted by his Ukraine war, couldn't afford another military commitment. Iran, weakened by Israeli strikes, pulled out its Revolutionary Guards. Assad fled to Moscow within hours. No final stand. No last-minute negotiations. Just gone. Russia withdraws support. Iran pulls out forces. Assad flees too. But the real shock came when rebels opened Sednaya prison, Assad's most notorious torture facility. Thousands of prisoners emerged. Some hadn't seen daylight in 15 years. Families rushed in, desperately searching for loved ones who disappeared decades ago. The BBC documented torture chambers, execution rooms, and mass graves. One survivor said, "We thought the world forgot about us." This prison alone held over 20,000 political prisoners. Most never made it out alive. Sednaya prison opened. 20,000 plus political prisoners. Decades of torture. This collapse sends shockwaves across 3 continents. For Putin, it's a massive humiliation. Russia's only Mediterranean naval base gone. His Middle East influence shattered. This is his biggest geopolitical loss since the Cold War. For Europe, it's a refugee crisis warning. If Syria destabilizes further, millions could flee toward European borders. For America, rebel leader Ahmad al-Shara just visited the White House. The U.S. is now deciding, support the new Syria, or risk another power vacuum like we saw in Libya and Iraq, and Israel. Netanyahu's already moving troops beyond the 1974 ceasefire line, claiming security concerns. The UN condemned it. He's not pulling back. Putin loses Mediterranean base. Europe fears refugee crisis. Israel expands territory. U.S. weighs. 1 year later, Syria remains fragile. 90% of the population lives in poverty. Sectarian tensions are rising between rebel factions. The big question: can Syria avoid becoming the next Libya, a failed state with competing warlords? Russia's already trying to negotiate its way back in. Iran's watching closely, and Turkey's moving troops to its border. This isn't just Syria's story. It's a test case for whether authoritarian regimes can still count on their superpower allies when things get tough. Putin's answer to Assad? You're on your own. 90% poverty rate. Sectarian tensions rising. Russia tries. The Middle East power map just got redrawn. Subscribe to InfoContinental for daily updates on how this crisis affects America, Europe, and global security. Drop a comment. Do you think Syria can avoid becoming another failed state? Let's discuss. Subscribe for daily geopolitical updates.